You might be wondering why I am about to call a meeting and accuse Orange, when I never saw him do anything suspicious. For you to understand, we will have to start from the beginning. Today I will show a crazy solo masterpiece as a detective. Firstly, I look around to see whether anyone distances themselves from the group suspiciously. Black caught my attention, and then Orange did the same. Now I had a 20% suspicion on both of them. Reactor was called very early, so I ran to the right side to find any possible bodies. There were none, so I returned to admin to do the card swipe. When I walked in, Orange was doing it as well, and when I finished and walked out, Orange was still doing the task as if he was waiting for the taskbar to jump up from someone else finishing a task. This raised my suspicion of Orange to 30%. I ran to electrical to do some tasks, but a body is reported. I share my slight suspicions on Black and Orange, and the meeting is skipped. I notice that Black runs in the exact same direction away from everyone, which raised my suspicion of him to 40%. I run to the admin table, and since Black is the only one who ran to the right, I knew exactly where he was. I saw that he entered storage. Then I noticed White did the same from the top. After a second, I check storage, and as expected, White is dead. I report the body and explain that we should vote Black, since it was obvious to me and he entered storage from the right and ended White at the top before escaping. Black ended up leaving, and when it turned out that there is one imposter left, I realized that I was correct. A meeting is called and Maroon tries to be me, since he blamed Pink, but she ended up being innocent. The last imposter was very slow, so I was running around doing tasks when at some point I found Green's body and reported it. Maroon cleared Cyan, which also made me less suspicious of Maroon, and Gray stated he can clean trash. So my suspicion started with Orange, and Brown was added to about 10%. I noticed that Orange voted for me, which raised my suspicion of him to 50%. At the start of the round, everyone gathered to watch me do asteroids, except for Orange. This made me even more suspicious of him, since imposters usually like to avoid groups. I was now 80% sure. And that is when I ran to the button, called a meeting, accused Orange, and gave all my reasons. Orange is voted out, and that is how you find both imposters by yourself.